The Galapagos Islands are ground zero for scientists studying biology and evolution.
The first time I set foot in the Galapagos Islands, I was 17 years old. I came here with high school. Last year of high school, we visited the islands, and I went snorkeling at Bartholomew Island, nearby or around a place called Pinnacle Rock. And that snorkeling was literally life-changing. I said, no, this is what I want to do in my life. So I finished high school, went to university, became a marine biologist, and then just a couple of years afterwards, I came here and set my life. That was 31 years ago.
Fernando Ortiz is a marine biologist who is working to preserve the animals on the archipelago.
Over here, we have many animals and plants that are found nowhere else on Earth. They are endemic to the islands, and endemism is given by isolation. The islands were never together with the continent. So anything that arrived here, anything that is here, arrived here at a certain time in history. And they became genetically isolated from their parent population back in the mainland. That genetic isolation, with time, created new species unique to the place, with characteristics that make them quite adapted to the new conditions of the place where they are living at. The arrival wasn't enough. They had to become established. That was the real challenge, not only making it here. When they arrived here, they found a landscape similar to the one that we have in the background right now, where there is very little resources for them to survive on. So that was the real challenge, and that is what made the very few species that we have here so unique. Water that is very abundant in nutrients is very abundant in small life, and then big life depends on that small life. That's what makes it so important. A large male sea lion may need up to 20 pounds of fish a day just to survive. Just imagine. And we have thousands of sea lions, we have thousands of fur seals, we have lots of sharks, we have many animals that are top predators. So yes, sometimes our waters are not crystal clear, but that means that there is lots of stuff for smaller animals. That's where it starts. We naturally don't have large mammals as predators here. Okay, the largest mammal that we have living on land are rats, rice rats, and they are rice rats, so they are vegetarian. So basically there is no large mammal as a predator, so we are just mammals and they don't mind our presence. They are innocent, so you can really approach them. You have experienced it already, you are like, we have to keep a distance, 2 meters distance, that's a rule, but many times the animals don't know about rules, so they may come right next to you.
The Galapagos belong to Ecuador. It's a province and a national park with some 30,000 inhabitants and very strict migration laws.
The Galapagos National Park as an institution has very clear goals. What they want to do is actually manage the impacts of people coming to the archipelago, reducing that impact to the minimum.
Around 150,000 people visit the islands every year. Tourism infrastructure is small, and there are rules to follow for both visitors and locals.
We really value and treasure what we see, what we have. Honestly, this wouldn't look the same if we had a big hotel over there. If we had, jet skis going up and down. No, that's not what we want. For us, and this is true, for us, a trail like this is like a church. Our main problem here is the capacity of the authorities to actually enforce the regulations they create. If the authorities don't have the capacity to enforce the regulations they create, then we are going to be in trouble. But if we can continue just following the rules that were created more than 50 years ago now, do not touch, do not collect, do not harass, stay in the trail, stay with your guide, etc. At least for tourism, this is going to continue the way it has been happening for the last 54, 56 years. No problem. Coming to Galapagos And experiencing Galapagos can be an eye-opener just to make us realize that we are part of nature